From the National Weather Service Forecast Office in Norman, this is a winter storm briefing. This was recorded around 11 a.m. on Wednesday, December 4th, 2013. Key things to remember about this winter weather event is we're expecting 2 waves of winter precipitation. Round 2 will be the most significant of those waves of precipitation. Remember that the forecast will continue to change. It is not set in stone at this point. And even after the precipitation ends on Friday, we're going to have the cold air staying around for quite a while. So whatever falls is going to be with us through most of the weekend. We've talked about 2 rounds of winter precipitation. The first round will start Thursday morning, and we think it'll end sometime Thursday afternoon. We expect this precipitation to be very light and not cause major impacts in the area. Higher impacts will occur with round 2 of the winter precipitation, and this is the reason the winter storm warning has been issued. This round of precipitation will start late Thursday evening, Thursday night, and end around midday on Friday morning. National Weather Service offices across the southern part of the United States have issued winter storm watches and warnings and advisories. This map shows the latest version of the watches, warnings, and advisories. The pink shaded counties across eastern and central, southwestern Oklahoma, and into North Texas and northwest Arkansas, those are winter storm warnings that have been issued by the National Weather Service offices in Norman and Tulsa. The purple shaded counties in northwest Oklahoma, that's a winter weather advisory, and you can see winter weather advisories surrounding us to the south over parts of the Texas Panhandle and North Texas. Winter storm warning is issued for a variety of reasons. That includes the threat of sleet and snow across much of southwest, central, and northeast Oklahoma, and also the threat of ice, dangerous ice accumulations over southeast Oklahoma. It's possible that this warning structure could change a little bit over the next couple of days. If we become more confident that an ice storm will occur over southeast Oklahoma, you may see the winter storm warning become an ice storm warning over parts of south central and southeast Oklahoma within the next day or so. Stay tuned for that. Here's our latest forecast of accumulations of ice and sleet and snow. Please keep in mind that this is not set in stone and that you should not focus on these exact numbers. We have a 4 to 6 inch snowfall bullseye there painted from Perry and Stillwater and Chandler through Guthrie, Kingfisher, El Reno, Edmond, the north part of Oklahoma City. That doesn't mean that that's going to be exactly where that happens. This forecast is very fluid, and kind of look at the lines on this map and imagine some fuzzy edges on those, because these are not exact, precise determinations of where this exactly is going to happen. What you should know is that the blue shaded area has the highest potential to get mainly sleet and snow. The orange and red shaded areas have the highest potential to get mainly sleet and freezing rain. And the red shaded areas in particular has the highest potential to get accumulations of freezing rain on power lines and trees, enough accumulation where there could be some power outages in that area. Check this map off, and it'll be on our webpage, and you should always check to see that if it's been updated, because it will be updated over the next few days. Precipitation type depends on the layer of cold air, how deep the layer of cold air is, and we've shown this graphic before, but we're going to be dealing with some forecast challenges knowing exactly how deep the warm layer is above the ground. If that's very, very deep and that liquid water falls through there and then freezes on contact at the surface, that's when we get freezing rain, and that's the precipitation type we're the most concerned about. So again, Thursday's precipitation, round 1 during the day, light precipitation, areas shaded in the light blue there could see some very light snow, little to no accumulation as we're thinking right now. The pink shaded counties, including areas along and south of I-44, down into western North Texas, that's where we're going to see potentially some travel issues, slick spots on bridges and overpasses as very, very light freezing rainfalls. It doesn't take a lot of freezing rain to cause travel problems, so we're going to be watching that very closely. If you have travel plans Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, it's going to be kind of iffy with the bridges and overpasses maybe being somewhat slick. Round 2, and the big reason that we've got a winter storm warning out comes after dark Thursday, probably 10 p.m. Thursday to 8 to 10 a.m. on Friday morning. This is the big time round of precipitation where we're expecting the accumulating snow, the accumulating sleet, and the accumulating ice to happen. The light blue shaded counties there are where we expect snow to be most likely. Again, these lines are going to move, so don't lock into that too heavily at this point. The purple shaded counties, we're going to see a mixture of sleet and snow. The further south you go in that area, the more likely you are to see more sleet. Sleet will cause big time travel problems very quickly. The pink shaded counties, including Atoka, Durant, Ardmore, Medill, Marietta, down to Wichita Falls, Seymour, Archer City. That's where we're expecting freezing rain to happen. That's where the big problems could happen with power lines being down, trees being down, because if you get a 1/4 inch of ice on power lines or more, that causes enough weight to bring those down. So again, don't get too hung up on where those exact lines are. Those will be moving, but that gives you a general idea of what we're looking for. Bottom line is travel conditions are going to go downhill quickly after midnight Thursday, and by the time we get to rush hour Friday morning, if this forecast verifies, just about all of our areas are going to have really bad travel conditions. So if you got travel plans anywhere during the day on Friday into Friday night, it's going to be really treacherous in some places as far as travel goes. I know there's high school football championships going on and things like that, but it's going to be bad travel conditions if this verifies during the day on Friday. Precipitation ends from the west to the east Friday morning into early Friday afternoon. We'll still see some light snow, maybe with some additional 1 to 3 inch accumulations over the light blue shaded counties, and we'll still be looking at freezing rain and sleet over far southeast Oklahoma. Precipitation should end completely by early Friday afternoon, and we won't see any more precipitation until sometime late Saturday and into Saturday night. Highs Friday afternoon are not going to get above the mid to upper 20s over any of our areas, so any precipitation that falls is not going to be able to melt, is not going to be able to go anywhere, and so travel conditions will remain bad Friday night and into Saturday morning. You know, lots of people are traveling from Norman to Stillwater for a big football game Saturday. It's going to be bitterly cold Saturday morning, and road conditions are probably going to be still pretty bad as you head up there, so you need to take that into account as you make your travel plans. These are low temperatures for Saturday morning. These are not wind chill values. These are actual air temperatures that we're forecasting. So the people braving the game out at Stillwater there will wake up to a morning temperature of about 8 degrees, 9 degrees, 10 degrees here in Oklahoma City, 10 degrees in Wichita Falls, about 12 degrees in Archer City and Seymour, 17, 16 degrees over in Durant. So very bitterly cold temperatures, again, just making whatever pack of ice and snow is on the roads and on the ground, it's not going anywhere probably during the day on Saturday either. We won't get above freezing until sometime Tuesday afternoon. I hope this is not an optimistic forecast, but it's possible that some parts of northern Oklahoma may not get above freezing even then. But we think by Tuesday afternoon we'll see high temperatures creeping up just above the freezing mark over most of our area, and that'll be good news after the long weekend of what we've been dealing with. Our webpage is always the most up-to-date source of weather information, weather.gov/Norman, but you can also follow us on Twitter, like our Facebook page, tell your family, tell your friends, especially if you have family and friends in the area that may be affected by the winter storm. If they don't know that we're on social media, please let them know, because there's a lot of good information there as well. Our forecasters are at work 24 hours a day, keeping an eye on the weather for you, and we'll give you the most up-to-date, accurate information we can as we build up to Thursday night and Friday and through the weekend.